Welcome to Downtime Recap. Today we have a few pieces of news that are super interesting and super exciting and good stuff. And then we also have two pieces of sad news, so I'm not gonna, beat around the bush. Hopefully you guys will watch till the end, and especially hopefully everything is gonna be fine with Mikeyperk, who is currently looking for his daughter. But we also want to keep updating you guys with the news, so we'll just go right into it. And yeah, welcome to Downtime Recap. Today is a bit of a sad story. It is the story of the dog called Dogmeat in Fallout, but also the real-life counterpart River, who was a good girl. Unfortunately, she passed recently, and Joel Burgess posted a memorance and a eulogy, and a lot of pictures about her on Twitter, where you can follow how River was actually made a part of the game, and how the developers at Fallout 4 actually felt about her. Plus, it is a really nice way to share the, work you've done together with animals. He also suggests that if you want to become volunteers in animal help shelters, you should. And also talked a little bit about how River was in the office, actually became a part of the team, and everything that had to do with Dogmeat in the game was actually bound to River, the real-life dog, which is now passed. PAX is going to be coming back as well, so it seems that events are slowly but surely coming back into the real sphere. Following up on the Dota TI debacle that happened in Stockholm, Sweden, which will not be happening, at least PAX in Seattle, Washington for September, which is further along the lines of vaccination dates and everything else, seems to be happening live after all. They posted out on their Twitter the following: "We're so excited to welcome you back home to PAX West this September 3rd to 6th, 2021. Keep an eye out as badges go on sale within the next 2 weeks. To learn more about our health and safety guidelines for the show, visit," and then they provide the link into their website where they talk about everything that they've done to secure the event health and community-wise, and how they are following all the rules that are needed to actually host this PAX. So as such, it seems that the world is returning to normal, and PAX West will be the first PAX to be coming back since the former PAX has been held online on PAX Online. So the VR game called Blastin' recently got a few negative reviews, a lot of which have been removed by this time in point. And that is because it is a game that you pay for in VR, where you actually blast some cannons at each other. And they actually did an ad test for that game, where they actually implemented real-life advertisements inside of the VR game that you had to live with. The thing is, a lot of people basically said hey, cool, you want to put ads in a game? Do it on a free game maybe. Maybe don't do it in a VR game that you've actually paid money for. And especially the fact that this seems to be the first game that has now taken, the cap off the bottle and starting putting direct advertisement into games in the VR sphere. It's not something that you don't see in other video games. It's definitely something you see in the mobile market. And as such, it isn't a surprise to anybody that the VR market is going to be trying to actually be pushing ads inside of video games. However, the way that they did this after having purchased the game and not telling people that this was part of the inclusive plan that was going to come in the future, a lot of people did get upset about this and did review bomb the actual, game. But as such, it seems a lot of those have been cleaned up with a mostly positive game review. All right, there's a not recommended post stream here that I thought was really interesting, at least on the Steam community review, that kind of sums it up really well. "I honestly never thought some random dev would be so intent on handing the future over to a deranged billionaire and his ad-fueled dreams." Therefore Resolution, which is one of the developers on the actual game, actually updated and said, "After digging deeper and listening to player feedback, we realized that Blastin' isn't the best fit for advertising tests. Therefore, we no longer plan to implement the ads into Blastin'. If you want to share any additional feedback on this, please join our Discord server." As such. Then comes a really good comment from Interknet, and Interknet wrote as a commentary to what the developer had written: "After digging in and listening to player feedback, imagine acting surprised is something they knew full well would backfire massively. Paying for a game and getting ads is ridiculous and will only harm your sales. But hey, I suppose having the potential money gain being waved in your face is all incentive you need to not think about the consumers that purchase the game." He does continue on after this, but basically you can see that people were not happy about this, and it is the first ad in-game thing test. So the genie's out of that bottle, and now we're going to see what's going to be happening from there on out. But it doesn't seem good for VR. Hopefully people complain, and it doesn't happen. The power is yours. News provided by Lemogera. who is one of our wonderful users on Discord, actually came into us a little bit before, but we did not post this on the last recap because it was a little bit Dota-centric. Feel free to watch it again if you want to. However, she pointed out that there was a convention in Australia called Supanova, which happened to have a vendor there who is, people that sell different merchandise, whether it be anime, manga, DVDs, figurines, stuff like that. There are a lot of different types of vendors at these shows. However, this vendor was kind of special. This vendor was selling right-wing flags, which were both like white power flags, anti-fascist flags, fascist flags, Japanese imperial flags. And people kind of took a little bit of a criticism to that, taking pictures of this booth going, what the hell, this doesn't belong here? And as such, that came out online, and the Supanova, board said that they had ejected the team from the actual venue, but at the same time, this is also the same team that apparently had written a few transphobic things in the past, but then again, that is what it is. Don't sell fascist flags at conventions. It's not cool. Moving on, we're going to go to a new scam called Krakonosh. And the reason I say Krakonosh is because people suspect that this is from Czech person. I don't know, that was a Czech accent. It was probably not very good. It probably sounded more Russian than Czech, and then again, I apologize. Other than that, Krakonosh is a malware that has been implemented into free games. So people are going onto forums, advertising free copies of GTA 5, free copies of other games, and those games hold malware. So when you install those games, immediately your computer might start seeing a little bit of an issue in the back that you don't notice. You'll have your game, you'll be super happy, but the games actually have a Trojan horse which allows a cryptocurrency miner to activate on your computer. Now, for those of you that don't know, the cryptocurrency miner will run your gear when you're playing the game, when you're not playing the game, anytime for the BitCurrency hackers, and they will be getting money off of your system. They will cost you more power bill since it consumes more power through your computer. It will also wear down your components a lot faster. And so far, it seems that Krakonosh has already netted the hackers around $2 million in cryptocurrency money. So if you are being offered free games online, it's probably too good to be true. And I just want to point out, we offered a few free games on our Twitter recently, but those were also like all okay. We have the Steam keys, we gave them out. Some bots snatched some of them, and we're going to figure out how we're going to be doing that in the future, since we do have a collaboration with Friday Plays, and they do want to give you guys more games through us. So that's super nice, and thanks to Friday Plays for supporting us. Not sponsored, just not this one, but thank you. Other than that, we're just going to be talking about the final piece of news, which is Downtime's DreamHack X Iconic cosplay, competition. Since we did our first Iconic competition, we tried it out to see if we could create a YouTube format that we would be happy with, and we were. And we had a, €3,000 prize pool, which we gave out to 8 amazing cosplayers, which was super awesome. People submit their videos to us, and then we take those videos and then we create them into like a grand finals. We have a jury. We do everything that we do at a traditional, judging event for a live cosplay showcase, but we just made it all digital and YouTube. YouTube, that's a verb, I guess. But yeah, after doing that, we had some really good success, and now we're happy to be launching DreamHack X Iconic. And we just want to show you the trailer here because we didn't even put up news about it on our own news channel. So yeah, if anything, enjoy our cosplay show. And if you know any cosplayers that might want to be in the prize pool, which is $6,000, tell them to get ready, as in the next 20 days, signups will be opening. You guys enjoy. We're going to leave you with the trailer, and then we're going to leave you with the outro. So you guys have a very good day and have a really great week out there. And hopefully everything is going to be super good in the future. All right, so the last piece of news for today is Mikeyperk, a Twitch streamer, is looking for his daughter Sarah. She was last seen in Ohio, and he is using his platform on Twitch to raise awareness about his daughter that is missing.
But we'll get through this. I'm not gonna cry. I'm gonna be okay. This is my daughter. This is Sarah. She was last seen in the Franklin, Ohio area.
It is a way of using Twitch to try to raise some awareness, and it is working. A lot of people are sharing this on social medias, and a lot of people are trying to help find Sarah. So hopefully Mikeyperk will be able to find Sarah. And as such, we leave the Twitch news for today with a little bit of a somber story, and hopefully she's found well and everything is fine. As such, they also tweet out, "We're so excited to welcome," and okay, just do this one. And as such, okay.